Hey everybody, good afternoon. Stephen Everett, first Selectman, here on a beautiful day in Columbia on a Friday afternoon. Looking forward to a nice weekend. Hopefully the weather holds out, right? So I'm just going over a couple of things that are concerning in town. Some of the things that the governor's put out for us for guidelines for coming up on the 20th of this month. This week, as a matter of fact. So let's get through it. Town budget on Wednesday the 20th at 7 p.m. The town budget for a town meeting is going to be virtual. You can Zoom in or you can call in to watch the proceedings and ask a question or have some concern. You want to raise your hand or ask on the Zoom. But it's there, it's ready to go, and they'll be talking about it and hopefully getting it passed. So again, Wednesday evening. ColumbiaCT.org is where you can find the link to that meeting if you want to get on. Governor has put out a little press release about volunteerism in the state, so let me go over it from the governor. Connecticut residents and businesses have been incredibly generous in offering to do what they can to meet the needs of our state during this challenging time, Governor Lamont said. The volunteers who have come forward have been a tremendous help to our hospitals, to our critically important services at our food banks, meal delivery services, and shelters. And I'm grateful to everyone who has stepped forward and keep pitching in. That is from Governor Lamont. Well, here in Columbia, listen, I think we set the precedence for volunteerism. Meals, giving to the senior center, making sure people are checked in on. It's a great thing. Keep up the good work, and we're glad to hear it. Let us know if you need anything. 860-228-0110 is the town hall number. So let us know if you need anything again. From the State Emergency Operations Center, they've actually seen an increase in cardiac arrests in the last couple of months, over 30% from the same time last year. And I'm just going to take a guess and say it's people who are working from home, get out in the yard, do a little bit more than what they used to, probably overdo it. And, if you have symptoms of cardiac arrest, do not hesitate. Call 911. Some of the symptoms are tightening in the chest, dizziness, difficulty breathing, weakness, faintness. So please give a call, 911. Don't hesitate. We got some of the best emergency services around. I'm very proud of the people who provide it in Columbia, all volunteer, but they continue to answer the call, so don't hesitate, all right? Another thing that we're seeing more and more of, and I want to make sure that you understand, anxiety and depression during a time like this, during the coronavirus, during the not being able to do the things that we used to do, not be able to do to see the people that we want to see because of the quarantine. It can happen to anybody, and it is something you need to call and ask some questions about, get some help if you need it, or just have a conversation. And we are with AHM Services, which has a department who will be standing by to take your call and help you out. And the number is 860-228-2294, extension 17. All right, you have questions about yourself, you have questions about somebody you've talked to who is not sounding as well as they usually do, not as upbeat, some concerns there, give them a call and ask some questions, see what we can do. All right, let's keep looking out for each other. May 20th, Governor set forth May 20th as the phase 1 opening of some of the services that we provide in the state. Okay, now I can get a haircut. I was about 2 weeks away from a ponytail, so we can kind of remedy that. Although, maybe I will, I'm not sure. Our food services, restaurants in town. We are working very closely, proactively with the food restaurant industry in the town of Columbia. We don't have a lot, but the ones we have, if they want to open up and they're going to adhere to the guidelines set forth by the governor and his administration, we're there proactively helping them out so they can remain open once they start. I love going out to grab something good to eat in the town, helping out town businesses as well as not having a cook. And you know, I want people to stay open, so social distancing, masks, certainly not when you're eating, but when you're moving between the tables and stuff, back and forth to pick up your food, if it's a takeout with an outdoor seating, we have to adhere to that. So we are, again, being proactive with the restaurants in town to be able to help them should they decide to try and offer that. Upcoming Board of Selectmen meeting next Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. It'll be virtual, online again, columbiact.org to find the link to that. But we'll be talking about the beach opening this season and some of the thoughts that the Board of Selectmen are going to put forth, and also the rec department. So if you have input on that, please get it to us. You can find the link again on our website. That's number one. And, you know, we have to adhere to the social distancing guidelines also. So the plan has to be taking that into consideration. And the other thing we're going to discuss is the 4th of July parade. Believe me, nobody loves the 4th of July parade more than I do. It's a wonderful event in the town of Columbia. It is down home, Main Street America as I see it. And I'm always asked to be a judge on the parade viewing position in town. And I get to throw on my uniform again, see if it fits. And always happy to do it. So we'll be discussing the 4th of July parade. Again, concerns with the health of every citizen in the town, and moving forward with that one way or the other, right? So if you have thoughts on that, columbiact.org, and send them into the comments section there. Or again, call us 228-0110. But we're doing good. I think that we're flattening the curve as best we can. Thank you for adhering to the guidelines that are set forth. And I tell you that every week, but you know, I'm very pleased that we don't have any problems out there that I have heard about. Enjoy the walking trails, keeping the distance. Keep your dogs on a leash, please. And you know, enjoy the lake if you're able to get out there, and enjoy the beach should the decision be made to open it up on a limited or a capacity limited basis. But enjoy the weekend. All right, everybody, take care, and we'll talk to you soon.